Hey guys, first commercial here for The Flash. So far this is great. I love this scene. Just before watching the episode, they released the this flashback that we just saw online. So that was pretty cool. But so watching it online, I thought it was a look into the future or whatnot. Where they're rebuilding the particle accelerator or whatnot, and then I didn't realize that it really was just the past. And when she said you helped put it together. I thought she meant that he's already Firestorm at this point, and this is what he's already Firestorm, and he has he used his powers to be able to build the stuff and whatnot. But now it's in the past. It's the opposite, because when he was walking, I thought that's why I thought it was in the future or whatnot. So this is definitely interesting. This is the past, and now we're seeing it now. I think it's definitely very cool. Yeah, I really like it so far. It's really good. Um, the guy with the poison gas. He's very interesting. I mean, I've just seen him once there doing his thing, but I love the first opening of this tonight's episode. Where he's she gets the call and he gets a call. And he's able to go run, catch the bad guy, put him in the cop car. Like there's a police chase going on, and he gets the call, and so he zips out, grabs the guy, put him in the cop car, and then zips back and gets back as soon as she's done off the phone. And like just as she's about to, you know, like a half a second, she doesn't even feel like the wind. It's just like it's like oh, it was just like it was just so good. I loved it. It really I love those things where it's just like he's that fast. It really it distinguishes it from the old series, and using the technology we have, be able to do things like that, in time, like have you know what I mean. If he's ever like he doesn't have to have excuses, that like someone like Peter Parker or Spider Man or other characters or even Arrow has to make up. He wants to do something. He can just he needs to go do something. He needs an excuse. He can just as fast as he can, like slow down time and just like run. He wants Iris to look away or whatnot. He can do something and just you know I don't know, do something and zip back. Like I don't know, make it look like I gotta go to the bathroom, just take off. Or he's talking to someone and he wants to get their attention. You know what I mean? Like he wants to look away for some reason. Untie their shoe. You know what I mean? They have to bend down to tie their shoe and just take off and go back. Go do what he needs to do. Boom, he's back before they got their shoes on, and it's back on. So I'm gonna be back. And guys, second commercial here. So wow, it was pretty good. Now he's going off to fight this snow guy there. Um, you know, he's it's very interesting. Definitely excited to see. I'm waiting to see that. Uh, was it Tina from the original Flash? Looking forward to seeing her, having her come into it, and seeing uh, John Wesley Snipe there in that the cam scene, from the his interview, his interrogation, from uh, 10 years ago, 10 20 years ago. So I think that was definitely interesting. It was pretty, he was good in that. I like that. After watching the original show and hearing his voice in this again, it just, I mean, for me, I just watched it right before watching it, and I wish I would have been able to have watched it, and when it was on air, and then rewatch it before watching this. I think that would definitely be interesting to see the feel of it. Someone who's old enough to have watched both of them. But it definitely is nice to hear him again. After watching the show. But this part was pretty. This scene was pretty good. With the stuff with Iris you know um, and her boyfriend there. And the father and whatnot. And it's definitely interesting. Talking about building the particle accelerator and the Ronnie Raymond and all his stuff and how they were fire and ice and whatnot. So definitely interesting, and hopefully we see a little bit more, of in because we last thing we saw is Ronnie Raymond went in, and then Cisco shut the door. So maybe at the end, like hopefully at the end of this episode, one of the last things we'll see is the flashback from Ronnie's point of view when he went in, and then when he gets back and he realizes, oh no, the door's shut, or and because I think it was definitely good. What I liked about it is that they didn't, like, when the door went down, and there was no window. If you've watched the Godzilla movie, the door goes down and then there's a window and then there was another door that kind of covered over it. But those are really supposed to be, those doors are supposed to keep such a dangerous stuff in. Why would there be windows on them? There are emergency doors. They're not just window shades. They're not storm shutters. They're in like high tech emergency doors. I love that there was no window or whatnot, and they didn't have Snow there, Dr. Snow, Caitlin Snow, go down and have her close the door. They had Cisco do it instead. I think that was definitely good, and not have her close the door and have the window and see him and whatnot. Then again, with having the window, you could have seen the fire go up on him, but I still think we could still see the a scene at the end of this, a flashback where it's not from anyone else's memory. It's just it's Ronnie Raymond's memory, but as him just burning up. So you see the body, him just burning and not not dying just yet. You know what I mean? Not burnt to just like changing. So I definitely can't wait to see that. Hopefully we see that by the end of this episode. I would like to see that for this episode, just like the last clip. But yeah, so it's back on. Be back. Is it back on? Yeah, it's back. Come back on. See you got next commercial. Alright, so he just went. He fought the guy, and he got that smoke, and he ingested the smoke there, and he got back just in time for them to save him. And they got the sample of the stuff there, which was pretty cool. It was really cool. He got there, and it was just like, oh, everyone can see that. Oh no, he's just there, and he had time to look over everything before everyone else even knew that he was even there. I think that was very cool. I mean, the only thing with this that I find a little bit off is that this guy he was able to get there, look over the woman, do what he need, look at her as much as he needed to, and then see the guy going with everyone still in slow motion, everything time still slow down, and do all that. But he couldn't, like, I think that wouldn't he be faster than this guy? You know what I mean? How is this guy really even able to get the drop on him? Can't he just, always be like, you see this guy just slow down time and just, you know what I mean? I don't see how this guy would have been faster than him. But then again, whatever. It is if he's faster than every one of his villains, and there is no story and there's no show, and it doesn't become interesting. If he's always winning because of his speed, he can only fight characters who have speed too. But other than that, I really like it. It was pretty cool. The fight scene, the mist. I mean, it's an interesting idea. The mist. I'm just hoping for a big end fight with the two of them. Obviously, there will be, but something a little bit more, than just him fighting air and whatnot. Something big, something like the tornado in the first episode, but definitely not. Hopefully, not a recreation of something like that where he just has this mist that he has to deal with. Something that's that's unthinkable and stuff like that. That's what I like to do, and because he has the time, you know what I mean, and he has his speed. I want to see stuff more than just your average, something that's not predictable, that would just be like, oh yes, that like just defeat this guy instead of just making a tornado and sending him up maybe into space or whatnot. Just something out of just different. Well, something real cool would be as if Ronnie Raymond came back and as Firestorm and just obliterated him. They were like they're trying to, because now they said they're trying to take these villains and want to put them in the Park Accelerator, turn it into a prison. well, in doing so and rebuilding this thing, if this ghost, this mist guy, if he's the first person that they want to try and put in there, I think it'd be very cool. As Flash is as Barry's trying to take this guy and trying to use his speed and direct him into to this particle accelerator, lead him into it. They do, and then but the chamber doesn't work, doesn't hold him because they just build it. It's like fast, and threw it together, and in doing so, and then you just see Ronnie Raymond just come out and just vaporize this guy. I think that would definitely be very cool to see that happen, especially if I could see maybe if they don't do like I was saying before, have them seeing Ronnie Raymond at the end of the episode, having him in here and and just with Cisco again, have him there and like just about to set it up and open up the door so that Barry can go in and do it and have just Barry to see the guy. So here, it's back on. Okay, guys. So he's Detective West is they found who it is. It's the guy who the guy was in the middle of being put on death row when the particle accelerator turned on. And so that's definitely making this more interesting. And the guy's going Detective Iris, Detective Iris or whatever. He's going to see Barry's father in Iron Heights, and the guy's going over the mist is going to see him too. So I definitely think this is very interesting, very a cool opportunity, for his father to see, to see him in action. Obviously no one's seen him in action, and he doesn't really exist right now. But I think it's a cool opportunity to be able to do that and see him in action. For his father to see him in action, and be able to, even if they can't see him because they're going so fast, they don't want the guards to really be able to see him or whatnot. Detective Iris, he can, Detective West, Iris, whatever, Detective West, he can still explain to Barry's father, just be like, that's your son or whatnot. I think it's definitely cool, a good opportunity to have him in there, and I like how they're, even though he's in prison, he's still getting. Hopefully, he'll be in this episode again. I really like it, and I think it's pretty cool. Having him hopefully get to see him and see what goes on in the prison cell. Or if he's able to, as he's evolving with his powers, if this guy's able to somehow control his victims. Now, obviously, he has cyanide and a deadly poison and whatnot. But if he was able to enhance his powers to where he could just enough to manipulate people, by having it inside of people, he could kind of have an army and have these guys break out of prison, so then Flash has to take on a few guys in prison. And if he actually was able to control people and he was able to control, Barry's father, I think that would be. I don't think that looking at the time, for 15 minutes, that would be a big thing to happen. For 15 minutes, it would be a big event, a big scene that I think would be really short now with another times there. So it would be a cool idea. Would have been a great idea. If they wanted to give this guy the ability to control people via this gas. So it would. I mean, I know it would be a lot like the last episode with the guy, the cloning guy there, Multiple Man or whatnot, Captain Clone. But I think this way it would be a little bit different because it would not only. I mean, at first it would seem like the same thing. Instead of clones, it's just he's able to control a bunch of people and he has an army. Well, this time he's able to control people. So I think that would have been a good way. Definitely having his father versus Barry. I think that would have been pretty cool with doing this. This gas guy would have been a cool a twist, to this story. Now maybe they'll somehow slip it in there, and he'll be able to do that. But it's interesting. It's back on. We'll see. Well, so that was cool. Barry, the guy went into the prison, attacked Joe. Barry had to use the serum that Dr. Snow made, and his father was there to witness the whole thing. But then when he turned to look at us, he got there and he stopped, and it didn't. There was first, like, all there was is his father there, so there was not much. They didn't really show time being stopped. So for a second, I think that his father is one of the few people to see him in full costume. Outside of the Joe and the crew there. So I think it's pretty interesting, and when he looked at him, he saw him for half a second, and I think just enough to let his father see him. I'm sure his father, saw the Flash there, but I don't think he recognized his son in that, and because he did something, I don't know what he did with his face. I think he either like vibrated his face that he would look blurry, and he wouldn't be able to his dad wouldn't be able to recognize him. You know, I think that that would be. I think I would hope, I'd like to see that by the end of this we have something where Detective West or someone like Detective West or Barry goes to talk to Barry's father and talk to him, and if it's Barry, have the father be like, I saw you, I know it was you, it doesn't matter how second I saw you, I knew it's you. You know what I mean? No one would know, like, he would know his face better than anyone else. So I think that would definitely be very cool if they did that. Like, I saw what looked like you to be in red. And then not realize that it's the Flash, and just realize that he didn't register it as some guy in a red suit. He registered it was Barry instantly. I think that would be cool, because there is a possibility that he did see him for a brief of a second, the way it looks like it. So I think it'd be cool if that happened, or if not, then have Detective Joe West there, have him tell him that was your son, uh, you know and something like that, just to recognize him. That way he knows how how well what he's trying to do to save everyone. So yeah, it's back on. Gotta check it out. So it just ended the trailer for the next episode with Captain Cole. Looks very good. This episode definitely was pretty good. I guess I give this episode I give it a 9 because it was very good. I was hoping for something at the end, that the moment with Barry and his dad, just something acknowledging, that was you. I mean, they talked about running, so it's possible that he knows, but I just think because he has so much little time, he can't get away with, oh, maybe I know, maybe I don't know. But yeah, it definitely was really good, and Marvel Shield is on right now. So see you guys in the next episode of Flash, guys. Peace out. Bye.